What's up guys, CBAcon473 here bringing you another YouTube video. I've wanted to do this video for a long time. This is a Call of Duty multiplayer tier list. Now, me and my mates, when we'd be in party chats, we'd always be discussing / arguing which Call of Duty game is better than the other. And finally there's this like tool here that allows me to put it in like a nice visual form. I don't know if you could hear my excitement, but like, yeah. Now, when I was thinking about this, I wasn't sure should I rank the multiplayers or like everything about the game. And I think I'm going to rank everything about the game because it would affect their ranking. And as you can see, I've named my tiers. Unplayed, because there's one game here I haven't played. So bad it's good, I'll get to that. Bad, so like I don't like playing it. Average, so it's fine. Good, great, and excellent are self-explanatory. Now, the thing is with Call of Duty, I love Call of Duty as a franchise. Like if the worst Call of Duty game was the only Call of Duty game, I'd still play it, if that makes sense. So, even a bad Call of Duty game, I still enjoy to a certain extent. But if you line up all the Call of Duty games in front of me and say like, okay, you can only play the certain tier, like I have to try and rank them relative to each other, not relative to other games. So like, it's hard to explain, but even like a bad Call of Duty game is still a well-made game. So I don't hate any game on this list at all. But anyway, right, without any further bullshit, let's get into the video. I've arranged them all in chronological order, and that's how I'm going to put them in. So first up, we have Modern Warfare. Now, I deliberated with Modern Warfare for a little bit. I wasn't sure where to put it. I didn't mean to put it in average. That wasn't what I'm going to do. So I wasn't sure where to put it. Originally, I had it in great. Then I decided to put it in good. And then I was like, no, it is great, unfortunately. If I can just see, I don't have a mouse. I have like touchpad things, so I can't drag it as far as I want. COD 4 is great. It's overrated as fuck. And it's old and it's dated, but it did so much for the first-person shooter genre. Like if you look back at iconic first-person shooters that took great steps to advance the medium, so like Doom 3D, fucking Halo, like Modern Warfare should be held up in that regard. It did a lot for the industry and the genre. And yeah, like the gunplay, like it's still really good. Like, you can hop onto Modern Warfare and still have just as good a time now as you did back then, especially with the remaster because there's no like hackers. But it has been improved and built upon a lot since. What keeps it a great instead of good is the fact that its campaign is fantastic. If it didn't have the great campaign, it'd probably drop, because you know the multiplayer has kind of been like literally copy and pasted into other games. But the campaign is what elevates it up a bit. Overall, just like an absolute rock solid game. I think if you're trying to get someone into Call of Duty, the remaster is a great way to go. Yeah, like what can I say about COD 4 that hasn't already been said? It's really good. A lot of people have an excellent, but I don't really think it's up there. A lack of a third game mode kind of hurts it too. I could put it in good, but like when you see what's in good, you'd shoot me. So next up, we have World at War. Now, I had this in good initially, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to throw it into average. See, I went back to play World at War recently for the first time ever. I'd never really played it before. Like a little bit of the campaign, but that was about it. The zombies is great, of course, because it's zombies, but it's really rough around the edges, really bare bones, really basic, and it's the weakest of all of the zombies modes, including Black Ops 4. It is the worst. The multiplayer is a reskin of COD 4. It doesn't feel as nice. I like the gritty World War II flavor, but it still is just, it's unpolished, it's rough around the edges, and the weapon variety is ass. The campaign, I was playing on Veteran, and like, the story's alright. Like, there isn't really a story. It's more like there's memorable moments for sure, but like, it's definitely a step down from COD 4's campaign. And when it released, this game wasn't that well received because it was considered a step back from what came before it. Now, like, people look back at it fondly because we went so long without a World War II game. But I don't know, World at War, like, I have a soft spot for it. It's kind of like, if it could have its own little tier, it would. But it's a decent game. It's enjoyable, of course. Now, this is where I'm gonna get a lot of shit. So, Modern Warfare 2. If we were going with multiplayer only, it would be right in here. I fucking hate the multiplayer in Modern Warfare 2. I just don't enjoy. Like, okay, sometimes I can go on and I can have fun. Don't worry, it's not staying there. Don't get mad. I could go on and have fun in it, but it just makes me angry way too much. Like we go mad at Black Ops 4 for having like no content, or a game for having like terrible dev support. Modern Warfare 2 has the worst dev support of any CoD ever. It's so broken. Like it's unplayable on certain platforms. Like you can still kind of play it on Xbox One, but if you're a PS3 player, you're fucked. It's just annoying. Like I don't know how people can sit there and put it on S rank when like one man army noob tubes exist. But then if you look at Spec Ops and you look at the campaign, like that does help its case. Spec Ops is cool. It's a nice little novelty. I'll talk more about Spec Ops later on, but it's good. The missions in Modern Warfare 2 are probably better than Modern Warfare 3 ones, but overall it's not quite the complete package that Modern Warfare 3 is. It's cool, and the campaign's great. It's batshit insane, but it's full of memorable moments, memorable missions, and it is. If this was a campaign ranking, this game would be top 3, I would say, easily. But it's not, so I've decided I'm going to put it in good. Now, a lot of people are going to be mad at that. The game is good. The multiplayer makes me angry. Like, when I'm sitting down to play a Call of Duty game, that's the one I have the least fun on, for the most part. Next, we have Black Ops. I'm not even fucking around. Just get this bad boy up. If you know me as a person, you know Black Ops is S tier. My friend argues to death that Black Ops 3 is better than Black Ops 1. If he was making this list, he would have Black Ops 1 down like here maybe, or a lot lower. The maps are fantastic. The campaign is the best the series has ever had. The zombies is really, really good. I think it's been bettered since a couple times, but the zombies is still fantastic. If that was the last ever zombies mode, it would still be excellent. Like, with zombies, it's either the Black Ops 3 style of like quest heavy maps is for you, or it isn't. Personally, I like it, but you could easily make a compelling case for Black Ops 1 having the best zombies if that other style of gameplay is not for you. Multiplayer is honestly probably the weakest part of Black Ops, to be honest, but it's not bad by any means. It's still kind of clunky, but the maps are all phenomenal. The guns are all really fun to use for the most part. I don't care about quick scoping, so I don't hold that against this game that snipers were nerfed. It's Black Ops, man. It's iconic. Like, the campaign is fucking flawless. Zombies is fantastic. Multiplayer, like, do I even need to keep talking? It's Black Ops. Now, this next one's gonna be really fucking controversial, right? So the first CoD I ever played was Modern Warfare 2, but the first game I ever really got into was Modern Warfare 3, because I got Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 2 all on the same day, and Modern Warfare 3 is going into excellent. It's going into the top tier, and I can already feel people being mad but this is my favourite of the Modern Warfares. I fucking love this game, man. Like, I went back to play it there recently, like a couple times. So, all the good things about Modern Warfare 2, with the exception of maybe maps, right? Alright, I'll go for it. Right, campaign, either slightly worse or slightly better than Modern Warfare 2, depending on my mood. Like, they're both really good. You could argue that they go a bit too over the top stupid in Modern Warfare 3, but, like, it's fucking ridiculous in Modern Warfare 2 anyway. Like, the campaign got dumb from the second one, so I don't really consider that a valid criticism. The Paris set pieces are all class. Fucking rescuing the president in the German building, the fallen plane. I haven't played this campaign in a good 6 years, by the way, but I remember a lot of images from it really well. Soap's death is so good. Like, the mission before that where you're sneaking stealthily through Prague is so good. Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer, a lot of people don't like. The maps are alright. Like, I'm really used to the maps, and like, I love them inside and out because I played Spec Ops so much when I was younger. So that's why I like the maps a lot. They just feel like quote unquote home. Like, I just feel comfortable in them. But I mean, Modern Warfare 2's maps are good, but the game around it is so broken and annoying that I don't enjoy it. Modern Warfare 3, like, the maps are meh, but like, it has the same gunplay as Modern Warfare 2, so it's excellent. The hit detection's fucking great. Kill streaks are great. Fucking specialist, that thing is really cool. Like, where you get all your perks when you get kills. That's awesome. And they took out all the annoying shit in Modern Warfare 2. Like, if pretty much every problem I have in Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 fixed. And Special Ops, The missions are slightly worse, I'd say, overall, but survival ops is really, really fun. Like, so when you look at them, when you weigh them up like that, like, they're close to each other, but Modern Warfare 3 doesn't make me angry. It's like I can get my Modern Warfare experience with more detail and features than COD 4, and I don't get as angry as I do with Modern Warfare 2. That's why I have that's why I have it in S tier. I was gonna put it in great, but I gotta go with my gut, man. Modern Warfare 3, S tier, excellent. Now, Black Ops 2, again, S tier. I said I got all 3 of these games in one day, which means like across the 3 of them I don't have as much playtime as I'd like. But, and I swear, don't worry, I am actually keeping nostalgia out of this. I've gone back and I've played all these games since, and these 3 still hold up to this day. Like, they're fucking phenomenal games. Black Ops 2, I adore the zombies. Even the shit maps have this kind of like so bad it's good fun to them. Like, I've still enjoyed playing Transit with my mates, even though the map is shit. Like, me and my friend Will, a couple of summers ago, we just lived in BO2 Zombies, and we had so much fun in it. The multiplayer is hacked to bits now, and that's really sad, but it's probably the best multiplayer in COD history. No, it is the best multiplayer in COD history. I don't know probably about it. Definitely the best multiplayer. And like, the maps were all really solid. The guns were fantastic. Just the gunplay of Black Ops 2 was so fun. There was time to kill was a little bit weird. Sometimes it felt really like the game felt kind of floaty sometimes. It didn't have a punch to it. The guns all sounded kind of weak, but some of them sounded awesome. So Black Ops 2, like, it feels weird sometimes, but sometimes it feels amazing. The campaign is one of the most like experimental they've ever done, with like branching story paths and like side missions and things, where like you get better endings if you do them, and I fucking love that idea. I don't know why they didn't bring it back. The story is like the perfect merger of like Cold War Black Ops stuff with future tech. Like, it feels like a Black Ops story, and I'll talk more about that in Black Ops 3. But if, like, despite being so far in the future compared to the first game, it still feels connected, like, thematically, which is really important to me. Yeah, like, there's nothing more really to be said. And the DLC system was great too. I like the map packs. I like just buying, like, if I see a cosmetic that I like, because people go mad at Black Ops 4 for microtransactions. I don't really like loot boxes. I like €2 for a camo that I like. I like that system, to be honest. That's my favourite system. Like, just buying either like the Afterlife camo or the Element 115 camo, and like, I don't have to hit loot boxes and hope to get them. Like, Black Ops 2 just has a special place in my soul, but it's not just the nostalgia talking, because the game itself holds up behind it. It also has some of the best maps in the series as well. Like, on the whole, I wouldn't say it's as strong as BO1 in terms of maps, but it's still fucking great. Like, there's not much more to say about Black Ops 2. I mean, best COD of all time, I would say. If I had to pick a hill to die on in a debate for best Call of Duty game, I would go with Black Ops 2. Now, Ghosts. Ghosts is bang average. I went back and played it again about a year ago, and it would have been bad if I didn't. But the one thing that keeps Ghosts out of bad is its gunplay. The hit detection in Ghosts is the best it's ever been. The gunplay, like the moment-to-moment shooting, is probably the best it's ever felt. Like, simple things like the slide and contextual lean and slightly dynamic maps just make it feel so, like, kinetic and cohesive. Like, it doesn't feel clunky like some of the Treyarch games. The time to kill is really fast, but it's not like Modern Warfare 2 where it feels like a connection problem. It's just, the game looks like shit. Like, it's so visually washed out and ugly. The maps are not great. They're not as bad as people say they are. Like, I was thinking about this. So there's 15 maps in the game, right? If you cut out like the worst 6, because I was comparing World War II's maps to Ghost maps, and I was like, so World War II came out with 9. So if you took the worst 6 out of Ghosts and compare the remaining 9 to World War II, Ghosts wins. Like, they're not too bad. There's a lot of bad ones in there, but there's a few good ones too, like Octane, Warhawk. I like Prison Break. I like the asymmetricality of their maps, because they feel like real places. The only other games that really do that are Modern Warfare 2 and World at War. They feel like actual places and not arenas. And I suppose Modern Warfare to an extent. The campaign is again like bang average. It's enjoyable, but nothing really special. It's like there's good moments, but it's a bit dull, I think. And I didn't get to play much Extinction. It's okay. I've watched a really detailed analysis video by Nixaru on all the Extinction maps, and it looks fucking fantastic. So if Extinction is really, really good, I could honestly see myself bumping Ghosts up to good tier. But right now, it's just like pretty much everything about it sits on the it's okay, except for its gunplay. And the only thing I would say is really, really bad is how it looks. You know, so average. Now, my baby, Advanced Warfare. So I have a special tier for you, buddy. I love Advanced Warfare to my core. It's putting a big smile on my face right now. But it's fucking terrible. Like, the campaign is fine. The campaign isn't terrible. The campaign is alright. But, like, it's nothing special. It's a bit like Ghosts, but with more memorable set pieces. I think they kind of they leaned into the sci-fi enough. Like, I like the feel of AW. It knows it's different and it's not afraid of it. Like, the thing I have with the other two Advanced Movement Call of Duties is they seem to be like afraid to be, well, I haven't I'll get to that in a minute, but Advanced Warfare is not afraid to just be fucking weird. Its map designs are so weird, especially with the DLCs. Exo Zombies is weird and shit and weird. And like everything, like customizable kill streaks, the overpowered guns, that just like it doesn't make any sense. Like free supply drops and all of a sudden you have the best gun in the game. You get a cool hat for like half an hour and then it's gone. Like the game's just fucking strange to me. Like, but it feel like this, like it feels so fun though. Like, and people hate the movement, and I know it's annoying. Like, it's not as fluid as other Advanced Movement Call of Duties. But I have to give Sledgehammer credit. Call of Duty was so stagnant in 2014. It was so dull. And they just came in, swept the table clean, and were like, fuck this. Like, in terms of how much fun I've had playing a Call of Duty game, I would put Advanced Warfare like right up here. I would. I've had so much fun on this game, but it's gotta sit. It's so shitty and stupid that I love it. Like, and Exo Zombies is terrible, but like again, they tried new things with it. They didn't all work. Some did, some didn't. Like the mid-season twist in Exo Zombies. I don't think any Exo Zombies map is terrible except for Infection. Like that map is so bad it killed the game mode for me. Like I actually couldn't play it anymore after that map. But like, I feel bad for Sledgehammer because you can tell they really tried, and they wanted to make Advanced Warfare 2, and I would have rathered that than World War 2, to be quite honest. Like, with the benefit of hindsight, I'd have rathered that. But yeah, Advanced Warfare, you're the ugly duckling of the CoD franchise, but I love you anyway. Now, Black Ops 3. If we were going by the campaign, I'd have a tier here called fucking awful, but we're not, so I'm putting it up in great. And my mate would have this as the best CoD of all time. Actually, his two favourite Call of Duties are like right here. But the campaign's terrible. Like, it's barely connected to the previous games, which, like, why is it even called Black Ops except to make money? But I'll get to that. It's just kind of like the campaign's shit, but it's saved by multiplayer and zombies, to be honest. Multiplayer, I'd put it in good, because the supply drop system is really unforgiving. Like, it's so shitty, and the maps are like good but not great. But the gunplay is really nice. Like, the game just feels like Black Ops 2 but with advanced movement. So that's kind of how I view these. Like, it's like Black Ops 2 but with advanced movements. I'll drop it a tier, kind of. That's the way I look at this, you know. And it's not like Black Ops 3 is really, really good, to be honest. And Zombies is what bumps it up to great, because it's my favorite Zombies mode. I think it's the best Zombies has ever been in terms of community interest. Zombies Chronicles is fantastic. All of the maps that come with all of the maps in the game are solid. Like, even Zetsubo is fantastic. Well, no, it's not fantastic. Even Zetsubo is good in its own way. Black Ops 3, I just think, if you took out advanced movement, I feel like it'd be one of the most popular CODs of all time, because it took what worked about Black Ops 2, kept it, and then added more that people didn't like. If that makes sense. Like, the core game is very similar, but there's just advanced movement, which people hate. So, and like, I wouldn't be that fond of it and Black Ops 3 has frustrated me a lot in the past, but I have had a lot of fun in that game too. It feels weird having it in like the top 5, to be honest, but because it's zombies, man, zombies is perfect in Black Ops 3. That's why it's up so high. If it wasn't, I'd drop it to good, but zombies is phenomenal. Now, Infinite Warfare, haven't played it, so I can't speak on it, to be honest. Like, I don't really know anything about this game. It seems pretty dope, to be honest. Like, it seemed really consumer friendly, and the gunplay looks good. I could see it being around here, maybe, or I don't know. I really, like, I don't know enough about this game to comment. The only thing I know is that I don't like the zombies, just from looking at it. I've watched enough gameplay, I watch reviews, I don't like the zombies. But I haven't played it for myself, and campaign, so like with zombies, like I could put it there, but campaign and multiplayer could bump it up to good. Like, I can't see it making me more angry than Modern Warfare 2. So yeah, Infinite Warfare, I can't roast Infinite Warfare. I just gotta leave it where it is, you know. Next, we have Call of Duty World War 2. Now, this was tough. I debated putting it in average, but this is really hard. But I'm gonna put it in bad. For me, it's not a bad game by any means. If it was the only Call of Duty game in the world, I'd still play it. But whenever I play this game, I literally only like do the bare minimum. So like, if I have to sit down and get like 50 kills for a challenge, I'll quit after that 50. Like, I don't really like playing this game unless there's an event on. Like, I love playing this game around Halloween because I really wanted the cosmetics. The campaign I couldn't finish. It just bored me to tears. Same with zombies. Like, this game, there's nothing awful in this game. They fixed the divisions and made that honestly pretty cool. But there's nothing in this game, like, it's so average that it's bad to me. Like, nothing in this game is like above or below. Like, nothing in this game is really below a 4, and nothing's really above a 6 to me. So, except the weapon varieties class, there's so many guns in this game, and the supply drop system, like, this is the best the supply drop system's ever been. But like, the kill streaks are shit, the maps are shit, the gunplay's okay, it's just bland. So like, you'd think, oh, it's bland, put it in average, but like, it's so bland that it's bad. Like, it's just boring. But there's nothing wrong with it either. Like, I saw a video earlier on, I've seen Call of Duty World War 2 up in like A tier, so if the like S, A, B, C, D, and then my own tiers. But like, and there's not even really a D tier Call of Duty. Like, that seems harsh, but it just bores the piss out of me. I can't play this game. I've given it loads of time. I'm like Prestige 3 in it as well. It's alright. It's fine. You could put it in average as well, but it's like painfully average. So bad. And finally, Black Ops 4. This is so hard to do, man. I wanted to put Black Ops 4 up here. I wanted to put it in great, to be honest. I don't even know if I should put it in good anymore. Like, this is one of the hardest ones to call. Cause like, the pure, like, I'll put it in good. Fuck it. I'm putting it in good because Bare Bones playlist is awesome. And Blackout's cool if you like Battle Royale. So I'm not a big Battle Royale guy, but as far as BR goes, Blackout's my favorite. I love it. If I'm in the mood for BR, I like Blackout the most. Multiplayer is really good. Like, I don't even really mind the specialists. They're alright. I prefer Bare Bones though. Like, the moment-to-moment gunplay, I love the manual healing, I love the extended time to kill. I think the maps are really good, actually. Like, probably on a par with Black Ops 3 in terms of maps. A lot of people are really angry at this game, and the negativity kind of like soaks into my soul. Like, I find it so hard to enjoy this game now because, like, the microtransactions, and like, I don't mind. Like, I actually like them. Like, I like the way it's been implemented to a point. But like, I like all of the individual systems, but there's so many. Like, I like the supply stream thing, like the contraband stream, but that combined with like a blackjack shop, combined with loot crates, like I'm not one of them people who's like, it's €1 for a fucking red dot, but it's €1 for a red dot. Like, it's not the price or the fact they exist, it's that there's so many of them. And it just feels really money grubbing. And I know they tried to take Fortnite's event system, but like, there's months go by without anything interesting happening in this game. Like, they took a 3 pillars approach, to like black out multiplayer and zombies, and I'll get to zombies in a minute. But because of that, fans of modes have to go months without content. Like, there could be a huge blackout update, but because I'm waiting for zombies stuff, I won't get anything for ages. And zombies is a weird one because there's nothing really wrong with it, but it just doesn't hook me like BO3 did. I want to make a video on Black Ops 4 Zombies because no map in it is awful. It's just so like uninteresting, and I don't even know how. Like, there's nothing it's Black Ops 3 Zombies with different mechanics, and I like them. I like the perks in Black Ops. I like the perk system in BO4. I like the loadouts. I think it's cool. The maps are all good-ish. Some are average, some are great. Honestly, Ancient Evil is pretty dope, actually. I really like that one. That might get me back into it. But I can't really rank BO4 any higher than good. Like, it's a good game. It is. People saying it's the worst COD ever. Like, that's just because it's the current one. It's a good game. Like, and like, it does more to stand out to me. Like, I prefer its gunplay to World at War. I prefer the zombies to World at War. And if we look at Ghosts, like, I think Black Ops 4 Zombies is better. Like, even like Black Ops 4 Zombies is better than Extinction, and I think the maps in Black Ops 4 are better than Ghosts, so that's why it's not in average. And it makes me less angry than Modern Warfare 2, but Modern Warfare 2 is probably a better game, so that's my tier list. It's a weird one because I have my own like custom tiers at the bottom, but I couldn't put Advanced Warfare in obviously if I'm putting Advanced Warfare in a proper tier, it's going in here, of course. But yeah, like, so that's how I feel about all the Call of Duty games. I feel bad for Sledgehammer, man, because like they tried their best, but like World War 2, they were halfway through the development cycle of AW2 before that had to be made. That's why that game was so shit when it came out, by the way. So yeah, people are gonna be like, what the fuck, you absolute bitch, putting like the mainstream favorites at the top. But look, I put Modern Warfare 2 down here, so obviously I have balls, right? And it's not necessarily as cut and dry as like old COD is better. I just feel like these are the most complete Call of Duty games ever. They give me what I want as a COD fan. And yeah, well, this message was brought to you by Senior1473, stamped, sealed and approved. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It allowed me to ramble my feelings for Call of Duty off my chest. I could do it in more detail sometime, like I'd talk about a game in depth. I had to kind of go over them really fast, and this video is probably still really long, but I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.